Hi, my name is... and tonight we're going to be reacting to whatever this is. Oh, man. This is going to be your unfiltered COVID ASMR. Whoa, that artwork actually goes crazy. Hold up. I like this color scheme a lot. Silver, cobalt blue, and brown among my favorite colorways, honestly. Pink fits in nicely too. But what is this, Rearmed Ryoma? In parentheses, maybe finally a good Ryoma? Oh boy, is he an Omni-Tank or a Vantage or something? But yeah, I'm probably not even going to edit most of this. I'm just doing it to do it, and also it'll be kind of funny if I just, like, hack up a lung during this. I don't really care. Yeah, the videos that I uploaded yesterday and the day before were recorded like a week ago. This is how I actually have been the last couple of days, so... But the worst is over. Anyway. We have Hoshido Raijinto. Slaying DC at start of player or enemy phase. Defense res +6, dodge, neutralize penalties, whatever support. Really quick, once again, I think dodge is making a comeback. I think pierceable DR is making a comeback. And more evidence of this is in the last CYL refine batch, where for most of those units, I don't think it's all of them, but for most of them, when they had pierceable DR in the normal weapon, instead of just replacing that with unpierceable DR, they added unpierceable DR. So now, these units have 40% pierceable DR and 20% flat DR. So that shows me that they're experimenting with giving characters both now. That might be where the game is heading. Anyway, all I'm saying, I've been saying. But now there's finally some proof to it. Anyway, as for the combat, blah, 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 plus 14 to all. 20% speed-based damage reduction, not AoEs. And 20% true damage, excluding AoEs. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. And then when unit special triggers, you get another 40% true damage. It's not boosting. It's another 40% true damage. And then he also gets a style. So I think this is the second unit we've gotten that isn't an emblem unit that has a style. So I guess we'll see what that is. But anyway, he's got Gust, Standard, and then we have Duelist's Blow. I'll get to that. I want to see everything first. Oh, Lord. Is this banner going to be cracked or something? Anyway. Duelist Blow, which, you know... Can I back up a couple of frames? Yes, sir. I mean, this looks like it's kind of like an impact skill, right? Or whatever. So, prerequisite fodder should be easy. Anyway. If unit initiates combat or is within 3, which is nice. Attack speed +9. What is this? 15 flat DR? Otherwise 7. Oh, okay. So if you initiate, you get 15, otherwise it's 7. Pretty good. Full tempo. Oh, wait. You get full tempo. Okay. Attack speed +9, up to 15 true damage, minimum 7, and full tempo. And pretty reliable conditions for all. Pretty solid. Especially for an A slot giving 15 flat DR. Kind of crazy. And then he has Faith, which more flat DR, Bulwark, we know what it is. I'm going to read the Echo skill, Tumultuous Echo, so it's Brutal Tempest. Yeah, without the stats. But you get the Canto and the extra movement, so basically kind of Sigurd Ring-ish. Anyway, and then we have Bushido Tenant, and we also have his stance, which I don't know anything about. 7 Phantom Speed, Fringe bonus, which is just another flavor of bonus doubler we first saw on Brave Deer Man. He couldn't even have it for a month, of course. NFU. So he gives out attack speed plus, or defense res plus 6, dodge, null penalties, fringe bonus, and NFU. Not bad. And then he himself gets bulwark as well. Not bad. Inflicts, attack speed, defense minus 5. Oh my, when unit special triggers, you get even more damage when the special triggers. Okay. 15 minimum, plus units mass special cooldown count times 5. Yikes. So this is like 20-ish just from the B slot, and then you get a shitload in the weapon. Yike. And full piercing. Damn. Okay. This guy's gonna hit. And then 15 more flat DR. And then damage reflection? At least they didn't give him miracle, right? Yikes, dude. This guy's just got so much flat DR and so much true damage. It's kind of crazy. But now we need to see what the stance is. I really like the way this looks, though. And once again, this is an attuned unit, right? So you're getting big value off of these skills just for having this guy. Ooh, backflip. I really like the sprite.
I will protect them.
Damn. Him having damage reflection on top of all that is kind of cracked. Alright, let's see it. Okay, this is what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like Levin's sword type deal, like Erica. But you get the attack 2 spaces away, but you also get 10 offensive frozen. Cracked. Okay. Pretty good. It's literally just power corrupt Erica ring.
I'll clear a path.
Because fuck you. But yeah, honestly, this unit seems pretty good. I'd have to wait to actually see some real tests, but the true damage seems absolutely off the wall. And then he has good flat DR. At minimum, it's good. And then also he has damage reflection built in. So you could just do some really dumb shit with this unit for sure. And if they're going in the direction of like getting more damage through the effect we see in his A skill and the B, or in his weapon and the B skill, where it's when special triggers you get more damage, then I guess that's how they're gonna do it. So wait, we're getting Attuned Ryoma, and then Rearmed Hinoka. Hinoka. With no English VA, but the art is really good. Ooh, another skill I don't know. Okay. Ooh, blue skies. So this is Rearmed, and we're getting the Rearmed Lance, Arcane Crimson. So, Slaying. Attack speed, defense minus 5, 3x3 support. Not bad. Definitely could be better, but okay. And then the combat is blah, blah, blah. True stats equal to 25% of foe's attack. Okay. -9, max 9, which means... Okay. It's once again, blah, blah, blah. 14 either plus or minus. In this case, you're inflicting -14 because you're getting the 9 here, and then you're getting the other -5 in the 3x3. It's still 14. It's just a roundabout way. Anyway. 15% attack-based true damage, including AoEs. 15% attack-based damage reduction, including AoEs. Lovely, there's another cough. Special jump and healing. Pretty underwhelming, but at least, like, you couldn't have at least given some other support here other than some stats? That's kind of cringe. Like, Arcane Renegade that just came out, it had stats and healing. in the 3x3, right? Or within 3. Either way, it's kind of cringe. Hey Slice, really good. Blue Skies. Premiere. And then we have Air Superiority. Unicate. Oh no. Yeah. It's my honest response. Tier 4 pass? Does this build straight from pass, bro? Inheritable actual skill pass. I did not think they would ever do this, and I still don't think they'll ever... I don't know. I didn't think they would ever make a pass seal, but now that they're doing this, they probably will. But since it's air superiority, it's probably just flyers, right? Anyway. So now everybody can just be Camilla. Fuck you, I guess. Anyway. For each foe within 5 spaces of... and then... wait, it's literally Camilla. You get the 5-space warping and pass. They just put Camilla in this inheritable B slot, bro. They said... oh my god, dude. They literally said, guys, I don't know what to tell you. We tried printing counters. We tried printing Black Knight, who had color advantage, damage reflection, and a hardy bearing check, but somehow he couldn't meet his hardy bearing check against a little girl. So he loses that matchup. Lamau. We tried printing Brave Deer Man, same story. Massive defense, flat DR. Hardy bearing, still not enough. So we'll just give it out to everybody. This is them throwing in the towel. They don't know what to do. Like, the only reliable check to that unit, like generally accessible check, is Marth. And even then, you could be some kind of absolute demon and run Hardy Bearing on Camilla to just beat Marth too. Like, I don't know. If you're demonic. Anyway. So, you get Camilla. You get 20% true damage. And also, if foe is cavalry or flying, or if blah blah blah, you get like... or if blah blah blah, you get potent follow-up. Okay, this is literally Camilla. What the fuck? Because she also got potent follow-up, I think, in either her weapon or her B. They're throwing in the towel. I don't like this. I really don't like this. And I really don't want to summon on this, but like and apparently there's a new type, Entwined Ash. What the fuck does that mean? So there's 3 special units on this banner, and 2 of them seem really good already, and this one has an inheritable Camilla. Anyway, I can't. This is stupid. Encouragement. I assume this is just going to be better legendary Hinoka. Treachery. Treachery is slept on and not common. Still to this day, not common. More damage. Insight is fine. Foes within 3x3, another -5. Neutralize bonuses, and 50% DR shred. And this is another design thing that I really don't like. How the weapon she has, even though it's an inheritable for the whole game, they balanced it around her having this C skill, which also has 3x3 support. At least that's my assumption. And I really don't agree with that. It's the same thing they did with stupid Brave Alphonse, where he was balanced around reopening. He was the first unit with reopening. They didn't want to give him too much flat DR and true damage, so they only gave him 10 in the weapon, because he would get the other 10 in the B slot. And then that skill became obsolete in like 6 months. So now he's just stuck with 10% DR. Anyway, I can't. And then if unit initiates combat, 7 true damage, NFU, potent follow-up, blah, 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 blah. Potent follow-up 100. I'm gonna pass out. Scuff this shit. Yeah, this is quite a benchmark. Marissa, who has no defense. Anyway. Is this Entwined Ash, or are we just getting... oh, wait a minute. Okay. They might have got me. I actually like this unit in Fates. One of the rare units in that game I actually like. Even though in one of the routes she gets, like, brutally fucked.
Don't sweat it. I'm on your
But guess what? She's gonna be a demo, right?
Right on.
But since she's a new hero, that means she's going in the pool, right? So double her axe is nice. I might build this unit for fun over time, because I genuinely like this unit. I don't think she gets a lot of representation. I like her.
It's on now.
Okay, now what's the deal with this? Entwined hero. What could this be? And it's that new Ash. The third Ash.
I may have received more power than I am worthy of. As such, I
Okay.
shall endeavor to give my best for all of you.
Colorless Beast Infantry, nothing special. Is it a button? Alright, we're gonna have to see what this is about. Oh, we got Slaying. Start of player or enemy, you get Imbue. Very strong. Resonant Shields, okay. And then Neutralize Foes bonuses to unit, support partner, and allies within 2. So this is nice because you can also just give it to your support partner from across the map. Outside of the 2 range. Not bad. What if Entwined is just a bunch of buffs given to your support partner? Because we're already seeing it here. That's my theory. My working theory. I'm sure there's someone on planet Earth that gets turned on by COVID ASMR. Anyway. If units transformed, you get the blah, 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 plus 14. Go fuck yourself. 20% true damage. 20% flat DR. 20% special DR. Including AoEs. Very nice. Guaranteed follow-up, and then defense-based hardy bearing check. That definitely works against Camilla, as we've seen in the past, as mentioned previously in the video. Yep, keep printing this. Yep, it definitely works. Yep. Anyway, and then you get the infantry thing where it's attack plus 2, 7 true damage, and full tempo. Flame Wall, don't really have to read it. That's just defense-based ice wall. And we don't see a C skill yet, so they will probably scroll down. But distant attack defense form, good. Lagoo's friend, good, of course. But what's the catch? It has to be something with, like, ally support, right? Air of Openness. And Meliel didn't have a preference skill, right? She only had a weapon, so... This is Ash's second power creep C, I think? I don't know. Anyway, easy transform, turn 0 on defense, which is really nice. The Ash warping, you get bulwark. So like 1, 2, 3, 4 paragraphs of this are just quality of life, and then we get to the actual things. So for support partner, once again, interesting. And for allies within 3, attack defense plus 5, 7 flat DR. Ooh. And then 40% damage reflection on the first attack. I don't like this. I really don't, dude. Like, this is just another thing that's sacred to me. It sounds like I'm crying, but I'm really just dying. Anyway. Like, there's a certain list of things that I can't pull everything out of. But, like, for example, AoEs back in the day, Miracle back in the day, Ice Mirror, the damage reflection, stuff like this, that was, like, coveted and rare. They're now just making it super common, and, like, the power creep, and pass, and warping, and all this stuff. It's like, I don't like the direction this is going. Because, like, what else do you do if damage reflection just becomes the new way of getting more damage? You make anti-damage reflection? No. Like, how do you even do that? It's... whatever. But what's the gimmick? It has to be something outside. Like, it has to be, like, the ally support. Wait, what? Grants up to S plus support rank? So, what, 2 more to all stats? If it's like 5 more HP and then 2 to all stats, that's crazy, but we'll see. And boost counterattacks. what a great combat showcase. Okay, let's see. They really gave her the coochie shot. Okay. Form even stronger bonds. Wait a minute. And summoner support? She gets extra stuff from summoner support? Get more stat increases from support effects. Stats that increase differ for each Entwined hero, and Ash gives attack defense +2. Interesting. So it's not everything. It's just she specifically gives attack defense +2. Okay, Omni +2 no matter how far apart they are. I mean, I think if they were gonna do something like this, they really needed to make something cool, but this is literally just a couple stats. You'll receive a bouquet. Is it an accessory? Or can you only do this shit once? So they can receive the same effects as Entwined heroes. Is this per summon? I like this music. The receiving ally gets even more stat increases from support effects. Okay, so if you summon Ash, ignoring the stupid in-game support effect from between Ash and the person, if you give your favorite unit the bouquet, they can just be S+ summoner support and get extra stats, in which case that's cute. Yeah. Same. I really do not want to summon on this. Who is that? But yeah, that's the banner. So yeah, I apologize. It's going to be a bit longer than usual, but I'm not going to edit this. I'm just going to upload it straight away. I am not in the headspace to do it. Obviously, if you've been listening at all. But overall thoughts. I hate that this is technically a good banner. It's technically a good banner. Because Ryoma seems kind of cracked. And his fodder is good. And Hinoka is a whatever unit, but inheritable pass 5 or whatever it is, which I assume is just for flying units, but you could just turn any unit into Camilla now. Any unit with an open B slot is just Camilla now. Minus the desperation. Or whatever. But like, fuck all the way off with that. And if she was a normal unit, that would be kind of enticing enough, but she's also a rearmed unit, so you duplicate it inherently. So you have 2 units that duplicate fodder inherently, that both seem pretty good and have good fodder. And then Ash is a new gimmick. If you can just make your favorite be able to be S+ and give them some more stats, more power to you. I like funny stat number. Most of my ally support favorite units are Omni tanks anyway, so stats actually matter. And then, like, I genuinely like Scarlet from Fates, so I don't know. I don't have infinite money or anything, but I still haven't summoned on the arena banner for Crom. But that unit's like a must summon. And I don't know, man. I might need to hold off on this. We'll see. I'm going to wait and see how Ryoma does in combat. And exactly how this bouquet stuff works. But yeah, I gotta get out of here, dude. I'm dying. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you. I'll see you in the next one for some type of summoning and ARD. Yeah. tomorrow when I record ARD, good chance it'll sound like this, but the worst is definitely over. The worst is over. The COVID, like, for context, in the beginning, I literally couldn't sleep for 40 hours. And it was to the point, last night was the first night I got sleep in like 3 days. And, I'm losing my mind. Yeah, I was losing my mind. I was literally losing my mind. I couldn't sleep for 40 hours, and it was to the point where I literally couldn't imagine things. Like, if I tried to imagine something, it would just be a black circle. I'm not even making this up. And I had to, like, try to remember my name and shit. It was torture. I just couldn't sleep. My heart rate was locked at, like, 130 for 30 hours straight. So I wasn't even, like, tired, but my brain was tired. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. It's fucking torture, bro. But I can finally sleep now, and the cough is the worst of it, so. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on this. Goofy, Ash. But the Ryoma art's cool. Anyway, and I like Scarlet. But fuck this Camilla B slot. That's it. Have a good one. Bye.